Hello everyone. In this video, we are going to discuss about various provisions related to bolted connections mentioned in IS 800 2007 code. Specifications are codal provisions. Okay, specifications are codal provisions. It means what is mentioned in the code book, that is IS 800 2007 regarding these bolted connections. We are going to discuss the important things. Okay, from exam point of view, which are important. So those things we are going to cover here and we are going to discuss. Okay. So first the provision is regarding the dia of the hole. So DH. So what is DH? DH is the dia of the hole or diameter of the hole, and D is dia of the bolt or dia of the shank, whatever it may be. So now regarding this, we know that there exists some clearance for dia of the dia of the hole and dia of the bolt. Yes or no? So how much that clear distance is there? We are going to discuss that. So now DH is equal to D plus 1 is equal to D plus 2 is equal to D plus 3. So all are in mm. Okay. So all the units are in mm. So this is when it is in 12 to 14. So it is 16 to 24. It is greater than 24. So it means if dia of the bolt is in between 12 to 14 mm, then extra clearance should be provided is 1. Okay, if the dia of the bolt is in between 12 to 14 mm, then extra clearance provided should be 1. So it means D plus 1. So for example, if it is 12, then how much the dia of the hole should be provided? 13 mm. Agree. Now if the dia of the bolt is 16 to 24, then how much extra clearance should be provided? 22. It means assume that if the dia of the bolt is 20 mm, then how much the dia of the bolt hole to be provided? 22. Agree. Similarly, so for greater than 24 mm, the extra clearance provided is 3. So it means if it is 24, then how much? It means more than 24. It means if it is 26, how much to be provided? 29 mm of bolt dia should be provided. So this is the provision regarding bolt dia. This extra clearance. Okay. So the next provision, which is a very, very important provision, and the number of times repeated provision. Clear? The number of repeated times provision. So that is minimum pitch. Minimum pitch we represent with P minimum. So for this, the provision given in the code book is P minimum is equal to 2.5 into D. So what is D? D is the nominal dia of the shank or dia of the bolt. So this is the pitch. So minimum pitch is 2.5 into D. So as I said, the very, very important provision. So minimum pitch of the bolted connection. Okay. So next, after that, maximum pitch. So this is a minimum pitch. The next is maximum pitch. So we represent with P max. So minimum pitch is same for all the cases, but there exist some cases, special cases for maximum pitch. So what are those special cases? Let us see the first. For compression members. It means the members are going to take only compression for compression member. So if we show the diagram, this is the compression member. So here we are going to provide the cover plate. Okay. So this is the compression member. See, both the forces are towards each other. So compression. So whenever we are going to provide a bolted connection compression member, what is the maximum pitch? So the maximum pitch Pmax in this case is 12T or 200 mm, whichever is less. Whichever is less. 12T or 200 mm, whichever is less. So where T is the thickness of thinner member. Okay, so this is the thickness here. So this is the thickness of main plate and this is the thickness of cover plate. TC. So TC is the thickness of cover plate and TM is the thickness of main plate. TC is thickness of cover plate. TM thickness of main plate. So now the T in this provision is thickness of thinner plate. It means if, for example, here these two main plates are having same thickness, but there exists a chances where the main plate having the different thickness. It means this main member is having some thickness, some 8 mm, and this is having some 6 mm. So in that case, which thickness to be considered? Minimum 6 mm. Clear or not? So that is the provision. So for compression member, the maximum pitch is 12T or 200 mm, whichever is less. So take it down. Okay, the next. So next is for tension members. For tension member. So for tension member, it is 16T or 200 mm. So it means here that force is tension P. So 16T or 200 mm, whichever is less. So now if you observe, for compression member it is 12T less, but for tension member it is 16T. So where T is the thickness of thinner member, no doubt. Where T is the thickness of thinner member. So why in tension member it is more? So why it is more here is, so here in the tension member, because of the load P, so the load P try to pull both the members away from each other, but in compression what happened? It try to pull both the members towards each other. Then in that cases, if you provide more pitch between the two rivet or bolt hole, then chances are there for this member to buckle like. Okay, so this is the member. So here one bolt and here one bolt is the chance are there for it to buckle like this. Agree or not? So chances are there for this member to buckle like this. So because of that, for the compression member it is 12T. But for tension member it is 16T. So this is for tension compression member case. Okay, this buckling happens, not in tension case. Okay. So that is why here the pitch is more. So take it down. Next. So this is for the main plates. Okay, tension and compression. So in the main plates, if tension and compression is coming, this is the provision. The next is for staggered bolt. So usually we provide chain bolt or diamond bolt, but we prefer diamond bolting. But if we provide staggered bolting, so if we provide staggered bolting, the next case C for staggered bolting. So for staggered bolting, what are the values we have discussed? So that is for maximum pitch for compression member and tension member. Those values should be increased by 50%. Okay, those values should be increased by 50% for staggered bolting. It means 50% increase. Increase of the values what are we discussed. So it means Pmax. So what is the Pmax for compression member we have discussed? Come on, tell me. What is the Pmax? So Pmax is 12T or 200 mm. So now increase the 50%. So what is the 50% increase in 12T? So 50% in 12 is 6. So 12 plus 6 is 18T. So 18T. So what is the 50% increase in 200? It is 50% is 100. So 200 plus 100 is 300. So 50% increase. So out of these two, we have to consider minimum or less. So whichever is less. So this is for compression member. Okay, this is for compression member. Next, for tension member. So you tell me for tension member, what is the maximum pitch for tension member? What is the maximum pitch for tension member? 16 TR 200 mm. So what is the 50% increase in it? So 60, 16, 50% is 8. So 6 plus 8 is 24. 24 T or 300 mm. So whichever is less out of these two. So this is for tension member. So simply, if chain and diamond bolting is provided, then in tension member the maximum pitch is 16 TR 300 mm, and in compression member 12 TR 200 mm. Agree or not? Whichever is less. But if staggered bolting is provided, then those values should be increased by 50%. So this is a provision. See, minimum pitch is same in all the cases, be it a tension or compression, staggered or diamond or chain, whatever may be the arrangement of bolting and whatever may be the nature of the force. Irrespective of that, minimum pitch remains same in all the cases, but maximum pitch varies from case to case. Clear or not? So this was staggered bolting. Next, there exists one more category of bolt. Those bolts are called as tack bolts. So for discussing this Pmax, first we have to discuss tack bolts. What are tack bolts? Tack bolt. So in this maximum pitch only, so before discussing the maximum pitch for other cases, we should know what is meant by tack bolt. So the bolts which are used to make two members to behave like a single member or single unit. They don't take any load. So what are tack bolts? So the bolts or the tack bolts are bolts which are used to make two members to behave like a single member or single unit. So then they are called as tack bolts and they do not take any load. Then now so far we have discussed the load transferring mechanism from one plate to another plate. So in that case, now the bolts, so that load is being transferred from one bolt to the other plate or not? Yes, tell me. So as we discussed in detail how the load is transferring from one plate to other plate. So in that transferring mechanism, bolts are also taking the load. Agree or not? Bolts are also taking the load. But here, so the bolts which take the load are called as structural bolts. Okay, the bolts what we have discussed so far is structural bolt. But there exists one more category, that is tack bolts. So these tack bolts will not take any load. They are provided simply to make the two members to act like a single unit. For that only we are going to provide. So how the tack bolts are, let us see. So I will show you the diagram. First I will explain. So assume that this is a plate. Okay, this is a one plate. So actually this plate in our design of steel structure is called as gusset plate. So gusset plate is a plate which is used to connect different members. Okay, gusset plate is a plate which is used to connect different members. So now this plate is there. So now by using this plate, we are going to connect these two plates like, okay, these two plates like this. So here also there exists one more two plate. Okay, so the gusset plate is a plate where we are going to connect different members. Clear? So if you see the truss there, from one joint there exists different members in different directions. Clear? So I'll explain the truss afterwards. But see, as of now you listen here. So now see here, this plate is used. Okay, this plate is used to connect these members. So obviously finally these members are supposed to take a load P. So now this plate is like this and here the force P is there which is trying to pull this member. Agree or not? So now to connect these plates to this gusset plate. Here we are going to provide structural boards. Here we are going to provide structural boards. So after providing the structural boards, these members will be like this. So now chances are there for these two members to act individually. Agree or not? Why? Because there is no connection after the gusset plate. There is no connection after the gusset plate. Yes or no? So to make these two members to act like a single member, here we are going to provide a bolts. Those are known as tag bolts. So now here tag bolts are provided only to make these members act like a single unit. So they will not take any load. So the load is being taken by the structural bolts only. So that is the main purpose. So I will show you in the one diagram. So I'm going to rub this the definition of tag bolt. Let's see the maximum pitch for tag bolts. Okay, maximum pitch for tag bolts. So for example, we are using plates. Okay, we are using plates for in the tag bolts. Okay. So assume that this is a gusset plate. So here we are using plates to connect with tag bolts. So this is gusset plate. To this gusset plate, we have connected a plate here. It means length continues. This symbol indicates length continues. Here the load is there, P. Now obviously there exists one more plate on other side, on the back of this gusset plate. Okay, so previously I have shown the diagram how these plates are connected to the gusset plate. So there exists one more plate on back of this gusset plate. Clear? Now the rivets used to connect this main plate to this gusset plate are known as structural rivets. So these are the structural rivets. So here these are the structural rivets or bolts. So these are structural bolts. Why they are called as structural bolts? Because they are taking the load and transferring from one plate to another plate. Clear? And now as we discussed, there exists one more plate to the back of this. Okay, back of this. So now this plate is connected to that plate by using a bolt. Those are known as tag bolts. So these are tag. Clear? So these are tag bolts here. So these are the tag bolts. Now there exists a distance between these bolts in the direction of load. This is known as pitch, Pmax. Now this is a case we are discussing about the maximum pitch for plates when they are connected by tag bolts. So tag bolts are the bolts. So tell me why we are going to use tag bolts. Come on everyone. So why we are going to use tag bolts? So tag bolts are the bolts which are used to make two members to behave like a single member. Clear? So this is where we are going to provide tag bolts on a P max. So for plates. So this is for plates. Okay. So this is for plates. It means we are connecting plates by using tag bolts. P max 16T or 200 mm when exposed to weather. (32 T or 300 mm. When not exposed to weather. It means tag bolts are used to connect the plates. So now in this case the maximum pitch is equal to 16T or 200 mm when exposed to weather. So weather means it is exposed to the environment or atmosphere. So now chances are there for that member to get corroded. Okay, so chances are there for the corrosion to take place in that member, so that we are going to reduce the pitch value. So if we reduce the maximum pitch value, what happens? Come and tell me, if we reduce the maximum pitch value, what happens? So we can accommodate the more bolts there. Okay, we can provide more bolts there. Yes or no? So that is why, as it is exposed, as it is prone to the corrosion, so more bolts can be provided, so that strength can be increased. So based on that reason, the maximum pitch when exposed to the atmosphere or weather is less. And here it is 32 to here 300 mm. So this is for plates. So take it down. Okay. So this is when the plates are connected by using tag bolts. Now, other than plates, what are the other steel sections we are having? So in previous sessions, we have discussed in detail the number of total type of steel sections that are manufactured. Clear or not? I section, channel section, T section, angle section, tubular section, bars, okay, flats, plates and sheets. So for plates, this is the maximum pitch for tag bolts. But there exist other sections like I, T, angle, channel, flats, etc. Yes or no? So for all those sections, there exists only one provision for maximum pitch for tag bolts. Okay, for tag bolts for maximum pitch, there exists only one provision. So plate is exceptional. So for plate, these are the provision. So after that, so this is for plate. Let us discuss for other type of members or other type of sections like angle, T, channel, etc. So for plates we have discussed. The next is for angles, channels, for all other, not only angle channels, T section, etc. For all other sections other than plates. So for those sections, Pmax is equal to 1000 mm for tension member. Is equal to 600 mm for compression member. So simply 1000 mm for tension member and 600 mm for compression member. So I will show it in the diagram. So first we take down this provision. Okay. I will take an angle, and for that angle I will show. See, not only angle I said, we can use channel, T section, I section, all other sections other than plate. Okay. So now by taking a gusset plate, okay, this is a gusset plate. To this gusset plate, we are going to connect two angles like this on same side. So this is one angle, and this other angle. Clear? Now to connect this angle to this gusset plate, here we have to provide a bolt. Here also we have to provide a bolt. And to make these two angles to act like a single member, here we have to provide a bolt. So this is known as tag bolt, and these are structural bolts. So here it is gusset plate. Here it is gusset plate. So these two are the main angles. So this is a cross-sectional view. This is a cross-sectional view. So if I show the front view or top view, see, let us see how it is. Okay, this is a gusset plate. So to this gusset plate, here one angle, So here there exists only one line. So here the structural boards. So these are the structural boards, and here we are going to provide tack boards here. So if the force in this member is tension, then the maximum pitch in this case is 1000. If force in this is compression, then maximum pitch in this case is 600 mm. Clear or not? See, this is the cross-sectional view and this is the front view. So if you see from front view, the one leg of the angle seems to be two lines and another leg seems like a rectangle. So I'm going to show here. See, this is the angle, cross-section of angle. Yes, sir? So see here, this is the cross-section of angle. Like. So this is one leg and this is other leg. Clear? So if we show this in the front view, so how this look like? So it look like, so if we show this angle, this is a cross-sectional view. Okay, this is a cross-sectional view of angle. This is a cross-sectional view. So in this cross-sectional view, we can say this is one leg. Okay, this is one leg and this is other leg. Agree or not? But if we show it in this direction, okay, front view. So in this front view, this leg seems like a rectangle. Yes or no? Rectangle. And this leg seems like a two lines. So that is what we have shown here. Clear or not? So this leg looks like a rectangle and this leg looks like a two lines. Clear or not? Agree? Everyone. So this is the important thing here. But if we see in a cross section, we can see both the legs, width and thickness, both the legs we can see. But if we see in the front view, these two legs, two straight lines, this leg, two straight lines, and this leg rectangle. So now if we show the connection, so this is one angle and this is another angle. So see here. So if we see the cross-sectional view, so actually on the board I have shown like this. Okay, on board I have shown like this. Clear? So on board I have shown like this. So this is the gusset plate. So thickness, this is what we can see here. Clear? So this is the thickness and one top angle and another bottom angle. So here for connecting, so here we are going to use structural rivets. Clear or not? Here and here. And for connecting these two angles to act like a single unit here, we are going to provide tack rivets. Here we are going to provide tack rivets. So if we don't provide tack rivets, so both the angles behave individually. So to make those angles to behave like a single unit, we are going to provide tack board. Is it clear, everyone? Yes or no? So in this way we are going to provide it. So this is the cross-sectional view. Of course there exists a gusset plate here. Here the gusset plate. So now here the bolts whatever we are going to provide here are structural, and the bolts whatever going to connect this outstand. Actually this is outstand. So this leg here is called as connected leg. Why? Because this leg is connected to the gusset plate. So here you can say here this is a connected leg and this is outstand. Clear? Which is perpendicular to the board in this case. So this is known as outstand. The bolts provided in this outstand are known as tack bolts. And the bolts provided are bolts used to connect the one leg of the angle and gusset plate is known as structural bolts. Now is it clear or not? As I said, the imagination is more important. That is what I am trying to show by these books. Okay. That is a maximum pitch provision. Is it clear, everyone? So for maximum pitch, the case to case varies. But for minimum pitch, for all the cases, it is 2.5 into D. But for maximum pitch, it varies from case to case. But in this maximum pitch, out of all the provisions, whatever you discussed so far, in this you just remember the maximum pitch for tension and compression. So if anything is not mentioned, then take it as diamond riveting or chain riveting. So what is the definition? What are the provisions for maximum pitch for tension and compression? For compression, 12 T or 200 mm, whichever is minimum, where T is the thickness of minimum member or thickness of the thinner member, and tension is 16 T or 200 mm, whichever is less. Clear or not? So simply remember those two provisions, but remaining, if the bolts are staggered, then 50% increase. Clear? If the tack bolts are provided, these are the provisions. So this is regarding the maximum pitch and minimum pitch provision. And after this, we'll see the maximum gauge. So minimum gauge is also same provision, 2.5 into D.